on the thing. And you know what we got to do. Oh, sorry, no free clout.
Water.
Damn. What happened? What happened to you today? Did you get kicked out of the quartet? Oh my. Did you wear those to class?
Maybe.
Oh my God, that's so
No, I
hard.
didn't. It's even weirder. I keep them in my desk drawer.
That's so because your barbershop quartet from the top up and LD degenerate from the waist down.
Just LD Hoochie shorts from the waist down.
I wanted to try something else with this. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, actually I wonder if this is gonna work. But I don't know how it's gonna record, so actually maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with it. Oh fuck, I don't know how to do this. Why do I do this to myself?
You're out of control, Tone.
I know, man.
I just saw some very bad news on Twitter.
Which is?
Man, it's rumored that Beyonce is going to go out on tour next year.
How's that
Ben,
bad
it's
news?
not. Ben is not going to be able to afford college.
Are you gonna
Sorry,
get some?
sweetheart. Your mom.
You gonna
Sorry,
get some
sweetie. Your
nosebleeds
mom and I
again?
want. Your mom and I wanted a VIP package for the Beyonce Renaissance tour. So now
You're
you gotta. Now you gotta pay
go
your
to
own way.
go to Ohio Community College, not HFCC, whatever the.
I just want to. Can I just come out? I know you're just making a little joke, but I have to come out and say that community colleges are a totally valid option for higher education.
They
And
are.
on this
We,
podcast, we respect and don't make fun of or belittle the purpose that community college solves.
see, I mean, this side of the podcast does. This side thinks all higher education is a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
No
the
matter
side
if it's
podcasting from inside a university right now
doesn't matter if it's
is,
community college or 4-year university or Ivy League or trade school, all charlatans.
you know what though? I should talk. Like I took a job at a university, not a community college, so I guess I shouldn't. I'm in no position.
Yeah, that's elitism. Anyways,
Is that what that is, Tone?
I don't know. I, I don't know. Anyways, what are we here today to do?
We are here to show and tell some music,
That's
which I heard from, I don't remember if it was the Gospel of Matthew or Missy Elliott who said, music makes you lose control.
I think that was Luke actually. DJ Luke Nasty. All
And
right.
on the third day of Easter weekend, it was lit.
And on the third day
Cool. Well,
he
hell,
rose and the bass dropped.
yeah, he rose, but the bass dropped.
That feels sacrilegious.
It's gonna
Having
be
gone
so
to a
sick
Catholic
when you and
school.
I are podcasting from hell.
Hell yeah, sipping on that liquid death.
I mean, I already sold my soul. I can go all day.
Dude, that ad I sent you made me laugh so fucking hard because
For
I
the
was like,
sweater.
yeah, because I was like, is this a joke? I was like, this has to be a joke. And then I looked and it was the official account. I was like, wow, I
Yeah,
love
no,
them even more.
do you not follow them? They're hilarious on
Oh,
social.
I went through and followed on all on Instagram and Twitter. Well, all of
Dude,
them.
you're not a real fan like me.
Nah, I don't have that. I'm not rocking the LD shorts right now.
Dude,
Still waiting for my Raven to come in to offer me my deal with the devil. I'm obviously not getting enough skulls like you, right? That's the
dude,
point.
I'm killing it in the skulls game, bro.
Is it like Pepsi points where you have to like scan the tab or some shit?
You have to upload a receipt and you just get an amount of skulls for each purchase.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
So one maneuver at the beginning of my Liquid Death Mania and then we'll talk about the episode,
Yeah, of course.
including playing the intro.
Of course.
Is that when I would go to the store and I would be like, oh, let me get two liquid deaths, and I would make two separate purchases.
No.
Because then that's two separate, because it's just per receipt. And the thing is, if you buy if you buy a case of liquid death, it's the same amount of skulls,
Really?
unless you buy the case from liquid death. Every dollar you spend on their website,
Is
each
that many
dollar
points?
is no, each dollar is worth 5 points. So if you spend $10 on liquiddeath.com, you get 50 points. But
Math checks out.
if you buy a case of liquid death at Target, you get 5 skulls. If you buy a liquid death at the gas station, you get 5 skulls.
Gotcha. Can I tell you a real quick sad story about my Coke
I'm sure it
rewards?
won't be real quick, but I can't wait to hear it.
It will be because
I
the
can't wait
the
for it to be the entire episode.
so as we know, I worked at a liquor store. Shout out Vreeland. Um, and when I was just starting there, they gave me the shitty job of like sorting the empty bottles. So people would come back and they would bring their disgusting fucking 24 packs of Budweiser that had dip spit in them and cigarette butts and all of
Mm.
that shit. So I separated cans for probably like 2 years before I was
Oh,
like,
yes.
before I like moved on to like doing actual jobs. So that was the like, I would say lower, like not the peak, but coming down off of my Coke rewards. Cause my Coke rewards was like popping. I can't think of the year, but I want to say my middle school, like my cousins were going crazy. Like they were getting like basketballs, like sweatshirts, like free cases of Coke, like all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "How are you guys doing this?" They're like, "Well, at the liquor store, when people bring in empty Coke cans, when they would bring in a 24 case of Coke, there's a barcode on there. So instead of like, the pop tops are 1 point, the case, like the 24 pack was like 50 points. So I
And
was
then can
telling,
you also do the individual cans?
yeah, the cans, I think,
So it
I,
isn't, so it's not like, or the, oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. I get it.
so like on a plastic bottle, the cap had a code on the top. So you would put that code in. That's like 1 point. A 12 pack was like 20 points or whatever, but like the 24 cases were like 50 points. So by the time I started doing the empties, like people were bringing in those big ass cases all the time. So I would tell everybody, I was like, hey, if you see any Coke, any Diet Coke, any Coke Zero, any Coke brand, save me the barcode and I'll
Mm-hmm.
just save them for me. So for probably 2 3 years, people were saving them. Me and my shout out Luke. Luke saved me a bunch of them. My homie Luke. He so I eventually had like a grip of like my Coke rewards. And one day I was like, all right, finally do it. I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna put all these in. I went home. My Coke rewards was shutting down their site in like a month, and they had already taken all of the big prizes off. So it was
Oh my
like
God.
50 points will get you like
A
a
koozie.
12 pack of Coke, like 5 points will get you
Fuck.
like something stupid. And then it was like 5,000 points will get you a t-shirt. I'm like, this is I was like, I was devastated.
You know what? It's funny to me that you regard the life of Pablo as like the first, like your transition from adolescence to adulthood in terms of experiencing like crushing disappointment.
Yeah,
Which
that
makes
was definitely
sense
one of
because
them too.
like Kanye, you're an anti-Semite, um,
Not me, Kanye.
but I feel like this Pepsi story is way worse.
It was
That's
gen
devastating,
it
dude.
it was genuinely like I went home and I sat at my computer and I called my buddy Luke. I was like, dude. And like you could hear it in my voice, and he's like, "Is everything okay?" I was like, "They shut down my Coke rewards," and like literally every single time I would go into the store, I'd be like, "Luke, did we get any today?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I got you like three. They're sitting in the back." He'd be like, "Oh, sick." So I had like a fucking stack, and everybody knew that I was doing this,
I
and
know.
it
So
was
it's
like
like not only are you robbed the opportunity to reap your reward, but then like you have to like face all these other people that you implicated on in your ridiculous bullshit.
in my
You know, you
quest.
had you like you had to like sell people on this totally unreasonable thing only to like then have to report like, yeah, this like not only have I tremendously failed, but now you have also by association
You
like,
wasted
you
your
know,
time.
you like hitched your wagon to my cart and I fucking flipped it off the road.
Cool.
Incredible. That's dude, that blows.
Yeah, it was. I was
How did
like,
you cope? How did you cope?
I. What else? I went and got a can of Coca Cola, and
Do you want to know? Do
I
you want to
threw
know?
away the stack. That honestly,
You didn't
I
even so
think that was.
you didn't redeem them for anything?
I
Like you
didn't
didn't
even.
even get the shitty t-shirt?
I didn't even redeem one of them. I
Oh
was
my
so
God,
upset.
bro,
I
dude.
and I think throwing away that stack was more upsetting than reading on the site that like my Coke rewards will be shutting down in 1 month time. I'm like, it
Wow.
was very. I don't. Yeah. Anyways, should we play the intro now?
That's tough. You know what I would do to cope? Listen to some music. I, I don't know. Was that something? Was that a segue?
That was definitely something. And here we go.
Wrong
And that,
show, dipshit.
yeah, that was. Damn it.
Does it matter that I couldn't see it?
You couldn't see it. You couldn't hear it. What happened?
I could hear it. I couldn't see it.
Oh no, there was no. All my shit is all
Oh,
fucked up. So I like we're just going off
how
settings
is
today.
it? Can I ask? I don't want to be mean. This is not, this is like a question from a perspective of ignorance, not judgment. But
Oh,
like,
I know what your question is gonna be, and your answer is gonna be exactly what you think.
how is it? Oh, so you've just never fixed it?
No, ever.
Because
Okay,
like,
so I guess
because I'm
it's
like,
not what you
how is
meant.
it? I'm like, how is it fucked up every time? You know?
So so that's what drives me crazy. Also, what up, everyone? Welcome to Show and Tell. The this I don't I've do we have a tagline for the show? Anyways, I'm Tone. This is
I'm also Tone, I guess.
but so I spent one day, well, not one day. I've done it like 3 times where I like have locked myself in this room, set like all of my mics, all of my camera, everything, and I like have ran through my computer, make sure everything works perfectly. And it does, but I don't know what it is. It's something with this that like fucks me up. So like I'm almost thinking about getting a new recording system and maybe like just using this for on the road. But
Hmm.
like I have no idea because in theory it should work. Like I have gone through the manual. I have done everything. Everything is right in my head, but
Right.
something fucks up every time and it kills me.
Hmm.
So that's where we're at.
Now that is interesting.
But what doesn't kill me?
Listening to music.
Yes. And actually, let me
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see? I have all this stuff and like it should work, but
You're
it
entering the
doesn't.
world of hands-free recording technology.
So, what I brought for show and tell today was I know you know what this is.
Wow. Okay. Ha, I'm old. I get it.
Hey, it's not old. I have one. But
Okay, wait. Can we do wait. Let's do an experiment. Start on page one and flip, and let's see how many pages it takes to get to a CD I recognize.
you should
Flip.
recognize these.
Done. Okay, yes. Let's not say who it is though. Okay, yep. Nope.
Okay.
Wait, no, your microphone is blocking a bunch. Yes. Go
Okay.
back a page though. I
But
recognize I saw some Big Sean on the previous page. Yep.
my fave
That's I
album.
decided. Is that Dark Sky next to it?
Yep.
What are the two above?
This is Tyler the Creator, Scumfuck Flower Boy, which
Oh
I hate
yeah.
that fucking title. Hate it
Well, I
so
think
much.
they pretty much just call it Flower Boy.
Yeah, Flower
Oh,
Boy.
and that's ASAP.
This is At Long Last ASAP.
Ugh.
But what we're here today, actually, I think this is my favorite Rocky album.
Nope.
Everything else,
Nope. You're incorrect.
that's fine.
Live
What?
long.
But what we're here to oh, actually, yeah, that one is really good.
I said
What
it
we're
must
here to
be.
talk about today is the man Aubrey Drake.
Oh God, what?
I know. Just bear with me. I know you didn't want to, but this is so the only way I could bring something without going out and buying just a full-on record or a CD was using this.
Were we
So we're
not
not
supposed
talking
to do that?
so we're not talking about Drake. No, I just didn't have time today.
Okay.
But normally I would have. Um so this album right here, if you're reading this, it's too late, which also great album. I think it's one of Drake's better ones. This album came out in 2015, and that's where our story starts. So 2015. So the actually, first off, what do you think of those songs I sent you?
I liked them. I was not expecting. I always forget. Is it Stormzy's that's British?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always forget that Stormzy is British, and then when I hear him, I'm like, whoa.
I fucking love
It's like
British rap slash grime music. It
that.
is,
Yeah, I think grime is like the last frontier for me in terms of music that is like viscerally upsetting, but that I want to, you know what I mean? Like you're
yeah.
like, imagine an old person listening to Goblin in 2011. That's me when I listen to grime, except that I'm like, I appreciate this as art. I need to like work harder to like kind of get it. And I want to, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm not. This is not for me.
So I very much understand. And actually, like, it's so perfect that we rolled music, and this is what we're talking about because this past weekend, so I have been listening to um what I sent you. I sent you RD, that one song by RD.
Yeah, which I did not like quite as much. Cool
Yeah,
beat.
I forget which one I sent you by him. Um, doesn't matter. But that's been my fucking shit lately. So I've been listening to a lot of UK rap and grime, and actually I don't even know where like the distinction between the two of them is. Um, just goes to show you how deep I get into this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's sick that you did your research for the episode, bro.
yeah, not very. Hey, but I did track the songs that got me into it. So back in 2015, Drake, my man's Aubrey Graham. Um, yeah, you know who said he was the best writer?
Yeah, well,
Mr. Parler. But anyways, so 2015, Drake.
I'm more on the Pusha T side of the street.
So
You are hiding a
2015,
sun.
Drake was that's where I feel like started getting on his like experimental shit where he was like hopping on other people's sound.
Mm-hmm.
And for as much as people make fun of Drake, I appreciate that he does that kind of stuff because he does broaden those smaller genre. And I wouldn't even say smaller genres because obviously they're huge in their respective like fandoms, but like I would say mass appeal, he's broadening those topics or those genres. And I feel like and not I feel like well, grime was one of them. So in 2015,
Mm-hmm.
he not
Is there a grime track on If You're Reading This, It's Too Late?
no, but he hopped on a song with Skepta, who is like
Ooh.
huge now. He's
Mm-hmm.
done a
I know
bunch of
Skepta.
songs. Yeah, he's done a bunch of songs with like ASAP Rocky, and he's huge in his own right. And 2015 was the first time I had ever heard of him, and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't because Drake was Like Drake didn't do a verse on the song. Drake was like sampled, and then in the music video, Drake was like just a huge part of it. So I was like, obviously loving. If you're reading this, it's too late. So I was like, okay, like let me just see what Drake's on. So from that, the song Shut Down in 2015. That's the Skepta track, and I fucking it's so sweet. It's like I think one of the things that I really like about like the whole UK rap and like grime sound is like the instrumentals. Like they sound a lot, I don't want to say unpolished, but they hit a
I
lot
mean,
harder.
at the risk of being funny, would it be appropriate to say that production in UK rap, the rap scene, hits different?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say is grimy.
No, that wasn't what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think I'm thinking of are you familiar with the Streets?
The streets.
The musician, not the concept.
No.
Um
I was gonna say the concept, of course.
yeah, Lakeshore, Michigan, Dearborn. Yeah, I know
First,
Streets.
first, second.
Second, third, Sunbury. No, the Streets is a UK hip hop artist who is definitely not anywhere near grime,
Hmm.
and he's like older, like he was kind of hot. He first popped off in the late 90s, had a good run through the mid thousands. Like he was putting out records when I was in high school.
Hmm. The
And
streets.
the production on the Streets is like very abrasive, very connected to the like house and techno scene
Hmm.
in the UK, which is like, what Detroit was doing 15 years earlier. Um, yeah. So anyway, this is all to say that I agree with you, and I think that it isn't just grime where that production, that kind of grungier, grittier, that style. Yeah, check out the Streets.
I'm
He has a song that you would think is a novel. Well, he has a novelty song that you would enjoy called "Such a Twat."
such a twat. I
And
love.
it has the like most like user unfriendly beat I've heard on any rap. Like it makes that Pusha T song Nostalgia with Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
It makes Nostalgia sound like smooth.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is it is not pleasant to listen to. But the Streets is good. The Streets has some downright good rap tunes, but Such a Twat is like a novelty song. It's really funny. It's
I'm
really
gonna
abrasive. It's
I'm gonna
funny.
100% check it out because I think
I
that's
know.
I mean that's also another part of the whole thing. I love like I don't know. I think dunking on British people memes are some of the funniest memes, and like that's a whole part of it to me. Like some of the I mean like so I was listening to this I was listening to this music in the car taking Renee and her friends home from her birthday
Man,
dinner this
RIP
weekend.
your speakers.
They were so pissed. They were literally at the back yelling, "Turn this shit off. This shit sucks. Everybody hates UK rap." I'm like, "Nah." But like I get it. I get that like they sound funny sometimes and some of the stuff they said like doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
But I love and I love that aspect of it because it reminds me of why I got interested in rap.
Can
Like
I just can I kind of jump in real quick because
of course.
you're talking about like the funniness of it. An important detail that I left out is that the Streets is a white UK rapper.
Oh, I figured. I don't know why I figured, but like that
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
the Streets is a white UK
Such a
rapper.
twat.
Yeah, that's an important. His real name is Mike Skinner,
Oh no, not Mike on the
which is
beat.
not, that's not like, if you hear like, Mike Skinner, Curtis Jackson, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, Mike Skinner is probably an accountant.
Mike Skinner is a principal and he deals with this
Boiled
fucking kid
hams.
this kid on a skateboard telling him to eat his shorts.
That's actually the name of their most recent EP.
Eat my
All right,
shorts.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. It just occurred to me that you didn't know that, and you're talking about like how the UK slang is kind of funny. He has
What?
another. Okay, I'm not turning this into an episode about the Streets, but one of his songs on my favorite of the Streets albums
Yeah.
is called "The Way of the Dodo," and it's about how he's worried because he's getting old. He's worried his sense of style is about to go extinct,
Oh
like
my
the
god.
dodo.
See, like that sounds so
It's
fucking
so corny,
it reminds me so
but
like
hilarious.
not it- not to sound like a at risk of sounding like an old head, like I remember listening to like when I first got into rap. So what has gotten me back into it into UK rap recently because I go in like, waves. I haven't listened to well, I guess I listened to Stormzy's album when it came out last year. But like other than that, like I haven't listened to Skepta or anything in years. So like what recently got me into it is no, you're not on TikTok. But you know the song where it's
No,
like
I'm not.
how could it be homophobic? My bitches. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that guy did an LA Leakers freestyle. His name is Central C. He did an LA Leakers freestyle and he was like he was breaking down a lot of like the UK slang that they say in the songs.
Hmm.
And I was like, it reminded me so much of Ebonics by Big L. Have you ever heard that song?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So like I remember hearing that song by Big L in like high school and being like, this is the coolest fucking song I've ever heard. I was like, because I'm just getting into rap music. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know what Jakes were or this or that. Like, and so to hear
Right.
it, and I'm already like very much into words and understanding where they come from and like throwback to our
Yeah, I
episode
could tell
last
when you
week.
took my English class.
Yeah, I know nothing happened in the first 15 minutes. All of the juice, all of the good stuff is
That
at
low key,
least
that's
20
true,
minutes
low
in.
key.
But so I heard his LA Leakers freestyle and I was like, this is fucking tough. So that's what got me into Central C, led me to Artie, and then Stormzy I've just been listening to for a while. Skepta's so sick. Um, so yeah. You're in a connection. I would like to share one. Oh, 10 minutes. Oh, fuck, we're killing it. Um,
Yeah.
I would like to share one bar that I thought was so sick because, for as much as I think it's goofy sometimes or the beats are super hard, like I genuinely enjoy the music too.
Sure.
Like I'll listen to the albums top to bottom
Well, I
because
mean, like goofy and abrasive doesn't mean bad,
right.
right? Like those are adjectives, not qualify, not like value judgments.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people like don't give it the chance. And I don't know, maybe that's pretentious of me to even say that, but I haven't I haven't met anybody who I've even been able to have this conversation with.
Wait, can I just can I echo a few episodes ago when we were talking about our favorite social media feeds?
I forgot which ones we were talking. I
Well, it
mean,
doesn't matter, but do you remember we did an episode about Twitter?
yes.
I'm just thinking all this talk about UK rappers is reminding me of my favorite day on Twitter as an adult, which was the day Twitter found out 21 Savage was a UK rapper.
And
Like, how
also,
did
what the
we,
fuck
dude?
happened with
How
that?
how did
Like,
we go 32 minutes deep into this episode and not make a joke about 21 Savage being a UK rapper yet? Dude? What is wrong with him? Isn't he about to release something with Drake next week?
yes, which is what I'm bringing
Right?
all of
That's
this
him,
back
right?
to. See,
Oh
you
my god, I beat
no,
dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so
no, that
sorry.
would have
I
been really funny.
great minds think alike. I didn't mean to ruin your juice, bro.
I was building up to the 20.
Oh, you're
It,
kidding. Oh, you're kidding. Is
this
that what
was
you're doing? You're
all a
kidding.
plug for the Drake and 21 Savage
I'm gonna
album,
hit
but
mute and eat more chips.
but no, like I think about that all the time. That like the whole 21 Savage thing happened, and like nobody talks about it. Like it was such a huge deal. Like oh my god, 21 Savage is getting deported, blah blah blah, and like it just disappeared. Like it just completely dissolved in like whatever, fucking a month or whatever. After the memes died, nobody cared. But anyways, one of the song, one of the bars I heard, because for as goofy as they are, I heard this bar. I was like, oh fuck. So the guy was like, all I do is make up line for the cheddar. Kylie Jenner. And I was like, oh shit. Makeup lines for the cheddar. Yo. And then some of the shit they say is
That
just
is
so
great.
some of the bars are so goofy. I'm like, oh my God, this just sounds so stupid. But how is it
All right, I'm
so
gonna I'm
good?
gonna look up some bars by the streets to recite to you.
Hell yeah. So yeah. I honestly I feel really good that I've gotten to get all of this out. Um, because I have been nonstop listening to Central C, Artie, Skepta. Oh my God. Other thing that I should tell you, Skepta has a
Uh-huh.
song on one of his early albums, or it might be a mixtape or something, but it's over it's over a riff raff beat. And the whole
You
music
have my attention.
and the whole music video, like the song is riff raff like singing over like this like very like melodic like beat, and then Skepta like at the very beginning he's like, fuck, what does he say? And then at the end he's like, shout out riff raff, and I'm like, oh, no, like it's such a like nice very chill song, and then he shouts out riff raff. I'm like, oh gross.
Dude, that's incredible. I'm obsessed
Ah,
with that, to be honest.
oh my gosh, we
Um,
should do a whole
okay, let
episode
me
on riff raff.
yeah, we can talk about his music. We can talk about his social media. We can talk about Spring Breakers, the movie where or James Franco plays a fictionalized version of Riff Raff. We
Isn't
can get
Gucci
DJ
Mane in
Miss
that
Rachel
album?
on. DJ Miss Rachel loves the Riff Raff video where he's like singing Santeria.
No.
He's like, it's summertime. I don't practice.
Oh no, I thought you were saying the one where it's like, my main goal is to blow up, then act like I don't know nobody. You ever seen
Yeah,
that one?
I love him. I
Oh,
haven't seen that yet. Okay, can I hit you some bars from Mike Skinner, aka The Streets?
please, I would love to hear a Mike
I'm
bar.
gonna read it in my bad British accent. Is that okay?
Please.
I don't want to offend our UK fans.
Oh, that's fine.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog. Let surprise take a slog. And if you get a knife from behind, know you're nice and in front. I wouldn't say a word till I've walked a mile in your shoes. But once a mile from you, I'll utter what the fuck I choose. And wearing nice shoes. That song's called Going Through Hell.
I need to look up what he looks like. Is it the streets or is it like
Just
the
yeah, it's just
THE
the
or
it's just
THA?
no, it's THE space
Wow.
streets. I mean
Look
Google Mike Skinner. Yeah,
look at
yeah.
that. What a profile
Doing
picture.
the Arthur pose. Here, let me remind the fans what I'm wearing.
I can't believe you're just teaching oh, okay. Never mind.
I wasn't. I wasn't. Yeah.
I imagine that's what he looks like.
Yeah, you're
Dubstep
gonna want to
show.
check out Such a Twat.
Such a twat.
He's so
I
funny. All right. So
also
hey,
think it's
listen.
so funny how much like the British genre uses the C word. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, I think it's funny that you didn't say it. Let me
Cunt.
see. I wish you hadn't said it. It didn't sound right.
Damn.
Um, so okay,
Like,
can I ask you some questions?
of course. I mean, we have 3 minutes.
Is hip hop your go-to genre usually?
Is that a question? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making sure. I don't. You don't have to be a dick, dude.
I'm
Just
so
asking a
sorry.
question. The reason I'm asking Tone is because I go through waves, and I think usually I'm not seasonal on the calendar, but just seasonal as an arbitrary passage of time. I'll go hip hop, I'll main hip hop, but then like this year I haven't really been listening to that much rap music at all.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if there's nothing new that's exciting to me or what, but like I had to like fight to listen to the Kendrick Lamar album. Even before it occurred to me that the Kendrick Lamar album was shitty. Like the idea of sitting down and listening to it was like a chore. So like I'm in like a rock music year, but in the past, I've had like rap years. So I was wondering if that's like your default all the time genre, or if you similarly kind of go through other moods.
So okay. First I would like to
That's my
apologize.
question.
I would like to
Yeah,
apologize.
you
That
should.
was
Fuck you.
that was very douchey. And hashtag not hot of me. So
It was definitely not hot of you at all.
so I think my definite music genre is hip hop. And I have weird cycles that I go to, meaning like once every so a lot of the time I'm either listening to rap music or a podcast. And I feel
Okay.
like those are my two defaults. So like if I'm either like very very heavy listening to music and my podcast fall off to the side, or sometimes if I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed with music or like a lot of stuff is coming out, or if nothing good is out, I'll just
Mm-hmm.
stop listening to music and listen to
Hit the
podcasts for
pod.
like.
Yeah.
But every couple of months, I would say like every 3 to 4 months, once a quarter, I get really fucking heavy into Pop Smoke. Like really, really heavy. Like all I will do day, like from the minute I wake up to the second I go to bed, I am listening to Pop Smoke. Um, and then I would say once a year, I get really into Black on Both Sides by Mos Def, and I'll bump that for a while. And the rest of the year, it kind of is a mix between what's out now and like Nipsey Hussle, or I'll listen to
Mhm.
some J. Cole, Eminem every now and then, but like I got to be kind of pissed off. Um, but yeah, I would say
Just
I, I
despicable chicken sandwich.
I would say I fluctuate between like chill melodic stuff and like bars.
Yeah,
That's like my
sure.
that's as much as I'll fluctuate genres. Also, we're about to get kicked out, so I think
Thanks
we'll
for
pick
calling attention to it.
I think we'll pick this up in the next one.
Looking forward to it, babes.
Can't wait.
These days, everybody want to